in Week 5. The Packers lost their last game against the Lions. Can Detroit do it again? Find out next.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They've been cooking these last couple months, winners of 7 of their last 8 games.
And if you extrapolate that out to a full season, they'd be 14-2. And anyone in the NFL today would sign up for that.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, they're hitting their stride of late, winners of 3 of their last 4. Season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Veteran Green Bay quarterback Aaron Rodgers ready to go for drive number 1 along with the rest of this Packer offense.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Rodgers going to come out throwing. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And this will be a Packers first down as he gets this up to the 24-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down.
On first down, Rodgers working the middle here. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Rodgers now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 38. Rodgers now to throw. Open man is Noah Brown. And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Oh, how about this on 1st and goal? And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The ball situated at the 9. 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Rodgers. Forced out to his left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Gonzalez's kick is good, and the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball and moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their rookie quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
On 1st and 10, Callaway. Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Looking to throw. Callaway. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
It's 2nd down and 10.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory.
He's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 3.
To throw on 3rd down, Callaway. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. Greg Dortch back deep. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
The Packers take over.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel. As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage, as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam. Especially
against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers, he's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
He's been a one-man dynamo on this drive so far, and you know the other receivers would love to get involved. But right now, his skill and his play has his team in a great position to put 6 points on the board.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will make it 6-0. So scores on their first 2 possessions, but 6-0, so field goal is probably not what they were hoping for.
Man, you're exactly right about that. Not what they were hoping for, but they should be happy that they have points on the board. It almost feels like that old slow and steady wins the race, doesn't it? In this case, though, they want to be slow and steady now, but get explosive later and put the points up on the board.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Tackle made by Foley Fatukasi, the former UConn Husky.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Callaway. Looking sideline, incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Callaway. And that is incomplete. Here's Jack Fox now.
Jack Fox in punt formation for the Lions.
And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, it's Rodgers. Catch made, it's Moreau. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down, but that's a nice job holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Callaway. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Buckley takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
On 3rd down, Buckley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. This is the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the Lions who got the road victory in that one, so they'll be looking to claim the season series now here at home in Detroit. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a 1st down. Back to throw. Callaway. He'll go right back to St. Brown. He's got room at the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. Another good throw there in what has been a strong rookie season to this point, Charles, as he now has surpassed the 3,000-yard mark with that last completion.
And just think, he's been forced to learn on the job here in his first year. Normally, veterans talk about, hey, I've got the answers to the test before the game even begins. But this guy's taking the test with every throw, with every game. And so far, he's passing with flying colors.
They'll run on 1st down. Buckley. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring us to the end of the 1st quarter. 6-0 our score after 1. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. It's a good gain of 11. Sets them up 1st and goal.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively, boy, it hurt him in a big way.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. Looking to throw. Callaway. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. The line of scrimmage once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Callaway. This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. With 3rd down coming up. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And now another one thrown incomplete. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Butker's kick here is good, and they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Packers now to take over. They've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. Of course, remember they beat the Saints a week ago, so some good momentum rolling right now. Rodgers going to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short. An inside give to Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. From the 36, Rodgers firing quickly here, and that's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Here's Rodgers. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Lions offense set to take over. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football, and that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Callaway toward the sideline. He will have the 1st down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Back to throw again. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll be stopped right at the 30. On a play that started back at the 15, they pick up 15. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Off play action. Callaway. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
Now that was well defended. And as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
They'll look to throw again. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. The trick play works. He's got the first. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will make this a 4-point game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On play action, Rodgers. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
How about the first half he's putting together? Well over 100 yards already with that last catch. And to me, they'd be well served to keep looking his way. A number of big plays already in this one.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Rodgers. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. Well, the number 1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Callaway. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Callaway. That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. On 1st down, Callaway. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baker. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Back to throw. Callaway. He's got this, complete to Williams. And he's going to have a 1st down here. They're also in a field goal range now at the 27-yard line. Operating from the gun. Callaway going for it all. Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Packers with a football here late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone to potentially tie this game up. On 1st down, Rodgers. And he'll just get rid of it. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Rodgers to throw. Working the middle here, that's complete to Moreau, the tight end. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. This is caught by Robinson. And he is going to have a Packers 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Rodgers to throw once more. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout signal, seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that'll get the lead down to 5. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So time perhaps for one final kneel down before they take this lead to the locker room. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things starting to get interesting in this final weekend before Thanksgiving. So let's see what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And as they approach halftime, it's the Bears who are out in front. A couple of touchdown strikes there from Justin Fields. From there, we head down to sunny Miami to check on the Dolphins at home at Hard Rock Stadium. And that one is at halftime as they lead the visiting Patriots in that ball game. Tyreek Hill, a touchdown catch in that first half. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Joe Mixon has a run for a touchdown. And on now to a check on the next-gen stats in that first half for the Packers. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they too were able to take advantage of a soft secondary, as both of these two teams really threw the ball at will in that first half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And they'll be backed up to start this drive as he's taken down right around the 15. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake. Callaway. He finds his man complete. It's Baker. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Callaway. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll make it 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it. I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the first down, kept fighting for yards, and was willing to embrace some contact to keep the play moving.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Back to throw. Callaway. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Baker. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Off play action. Callaway. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And they'll work this down inside the 30. On first down, Buckley. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line. To throw on second down, Callaway. That's into the hands of Reynolds. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Buckley. He will push his way down to about the 14. On second down now. Buckley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 49 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Looking to throw. Callaway. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Josh Reynolds from 3 yards out. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a 3-possession game. Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Rodgers. Quick slant to Brown. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Rodgers. Flush to his right. This will be caught once again by Brown. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And it's a fumble. And the Lions have recovered. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Following the fumble recovery, Callaway. It's Williams on the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. He's having a nice game through the air. His decision-making's been really good. Solid there again. Just seeing nothing downfield, goes underneath. Nice game.
How about the patience? Because when you're having a big game through the air, you're looking for those chunk plays, those big ones downfield. Instead, as you noted, takes the check down, dumps it off, gains good yardage anyway. Really well executed.
They'll run on first down. Buckley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He's brought down at the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup.
They'll keep it on the ground. Buckley. 57 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this will stay a 12-point game. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
And now the Packers get set to go. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Rodgers going to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on here to punt it away. On the return is Williams. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On first down, Buckley. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes, we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Buckley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. On third down, Callaway. This pass complete to Reynolds. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 15-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Callaway. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down. Looking to throw. Callaway. And it's caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Josh Reynolds. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are closing in on a third straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Rodgers now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that'll get the deficit back to 16. Well, with that field goal, you can argue they needed to get back within 2 scores, and they did indeed do that, but still a pretty uphill battle.
Still going to take 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns to get back into it. And as you and I know, that's a tall order against any NFL defense. They're going to need their own defense to make some plays as well to give them an opportunity.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's got it to Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a handoff up the middle. Buckley. And he'll work down inside the 45. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Callaway. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Callaway. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll be 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt, and that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
But, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And the complexion of this one has really changed a fair amount. That last field goal makes it a 3-score game, so they need points in a hurry with time dwindling in the 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And quickly into the... And he lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it? A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. On on 2nd and inches. Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Now whistles here. Flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. And again, it's Rodgers. Caught out left side by Robinson.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From midfield, here's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Brown. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. To throw is Rodgers. Gets this to his running back. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. So out now come the Lions.
And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable fourth-quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. On 2nd down, Buckley. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. Back to throw. Callaway.
He's got this complete to Williams.
And he's going to have the Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Have confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. On 2nd down now, Buckley. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Callaway. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and that'll keep this a 19-point game. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you could probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Catch made, it's Moreau. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. On first down, Rodgers. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. It got his man complete. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Just a formality now, but here's the extra point. So the PAT is good. They get the touchdown, the point after, but of little consequence in the ending as this one's now over. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for not good.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Lions, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for the Packers, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.